Next, we will hear sustainable perspective for the new technologies from Ling, CEO and founder of the Cleantech Region Impact Group. We met Lars first time at Nordic Future 2018, and after that we've been with Lars all around the globe, for example at San Francisco 2019 for Nordic Impact Week and SoCap. So Lars.
Good advice. Thank you. Can you hear me now? Yeah. So let's bring up this. Thank you so much, everybody. How are you doing right now? You okay? It's been 2 hours. Should we take a little stretch? If you all stand up, take a deep breath before we go into this final. You okay with that? Come on, stand up. And breathe in. And out. Perfect. So let's go into this final. Let's see if we can stitch these sessions together. Let's see if we can make sense of 5G and how all these things and amazing speakers have been telling us about before. So let's get on. So we're going to have a combo here in the end as well. We're going to have a combination of myself, and we're going to focus on a case with food. So you're going to see the first time in the Nordic Baltics and the world, nanoponics is going to be introduced. And you're going to see and understand what it is when we come in. So after me, I'm going to invite Robert up, and we're going to introduce you to that world of indoor farming, field touch based on the importance of food. But I can't emphasize enough about the food. But here on it as well, can we go beyond sustainability? How many of you are comfortable with sustainability and what it is? What does it mean for you? I mean, sustainability is one of the world's most used words today. But what is it really? Okay, so let's go on. To look at this opportunity together now, what you've been hearing with new technology, why would it be important? And where is the opportunity of technology together? So the reason is people, you and me, us. We're close to 8 billion today, and by 2050, we're going to be 10 billion. 10 billion people need food. You eat every day, right? Yes? Yes, yeah. And we should also say to everyone listening in, we're live from Slush in Finland. Hey, everybody listening in. So we need food, we need water, and we need energy. And to produce food, what do we need? More water and more energy. So how on earth are we going to look at that and organize and take height for that to 2050? And particularly, how can we enable and use technology? So I'm going to touch base on what does it mean with 5G, AI, AR, and virtual technology. I claim that 5G and the technology you see today is more important than internet itself. I don't know if you would agree. Internet was pretty important, right? It has meant that the digital industrial revolution has been possible. But why is 5G now, AI, and the reason more important? Well, it's because of data. Everything today is data. But you don't do much if you only have data as per se. You need to be able to analyze the data. And that's kind of my background, 10 years in data capture around the world. Capturing data, all incoming data for companies. Analyze the data, clean the data, understand the data, match the data, and automate as much of those tedious, boring manual processes that you can do. And not just that, you need to create value of that data for someone. Then you have a good business. And that's the opportunity here on the Nordics and what we've been talking here, the next leap of technology, 5G and 6G. Because what does it mean with that? It's been said from everybody here today. Low latency and instant connection. And with 5G, Internet of Things, and you know that all devices can be connected. So you have sensors. What does that mean? So if everything is connected, like smartwatches, clothes, clocks, everything, and you collect the data from that, that's a process. In industry, manufacturing, every process, you can analyze that data. And if you can do that, you can improve. So AI, for example, together with 5G in industry and manufacturing, is just mind-blowing today, how you can improve the efficiency in manufacturing. So in this, let's make it a little bit lighter. I want to provide an opportunity for you. And to give a little bit of story why I'm here right now, it started 2018 when a crazy team of Start North connected me. And we met in Sundsvall. Could you believe it? In middle of Sweden. How many have been to Sundsvall? The Start North team. Yes. Have you been to Sundsvall? Okay, so we met there, and then the rest is history. So we'll be doing a lot of great things, and this is a place, and you recognize the photographer on this photo? He's sitting over there. It's Atte who was presenting. So this opportunity, what we have been doing, and you can ask questions about this later, all the activities, but have been bridging Start North and the team from here with Silicon Valley. And that's what we've been doing for 9 years. And I see that it pays off. Now Phil and his team is here as well. And that's connections, bridging, collaborating, as you all been saying. And we met Phil, that was 2019, right? The last time at the finance event down in Mountain View. So what is this then about the opportunity? We've been doing this bridge for 9 years, bridging Silicon Valley, California, with the Nordic and the Baltics. So mark in your calendars, how many like golf here? Okay, a lot. Okay, how many like to do business? Good. So this is the best opportunity in your lifetime. So in October, Friday the 14th, we're going to have a Nordic, Baltic, Californian business summit together. Take from here and see how we utilize technology. How do we improve it with technology as well in that? And Pebble Beach, the Californians here, you know what kind of, it's a magical place. So it tickles all the senses as well, being present in that place. So ask the Start North team or myself about that as well. So I'm not saying so much, you can figure out and you can ask me questions. I'm based in London, I'm Swedish, entrepreneur for 35 years. I've been in health for 10 years. I've been doing tech for 10 years, hardware, software, consulting. I probably experienced all the challenges you can do as an entrepreneur. And also some good upsides, but it's constant learning and constant work every day to be an entrepreneur. Flicking into what everybody said here about the challenges and so on. So you can reach out to Linktree, ask me questions about those things, and I will be happy. And with that, we're going to tie it into, so I want to give you a big hand now for Robert. Welcome up on stage, and we're going to talk about food and how this impact. Come on, Robert. And you get a microphone here.
So our best is on.
So
okay, check this
we go on the other side.
Yeah.
And the cameras, do you get Robert over there as well?
I'll be over here. Can you hear this one?
Okay, so let's go to a case. Robert, he's a fantastic person. He just moved to Stockholm, Sweden after 16 years in Bangkok. He did a life change. He took his family, his wife, twin boys, and moved to Stockholm, Sweden. Can you believe that?
A bit of crazy considering the temperature outside. I don't know if it's a good one.
Why? Here's the thing. Why did Robert do this life change? Because
yeah, since we've been involved in indoor vertical farming since 2017, unfortunately, so I'm Robert Akerblom. Our founder, Mr. Sushant Charnusati from Singapore, he couldn't be here today, but since 2017...
So take the microphone closer to the mouth.
Yeah, okay.
So actually, you get it now. I'm Sushant here. Sushant was supposed to be online, but it wasn't possible. It didn't work out. So I'm Sushad now in this. So that's kind of the part of the role play.
Okay.
So Robert, you did the good thing.
I don't know. But anyway, so apart from coming with the family, it's also a knowledge transfer from Asia, Singapore, to the Nordics. And we're addressing sustainable food and feed production via a new system. It's nanoponics. We're stepping away from it's indoor vertical farming, going away from.
So let's get into that. How many of you here knows about nanoponics? We have one here.
Yeah, you won.
If you want to know about food, you should talk to Johan there. He is Mr. Food Tech in Sweden and around the world, and hosts the Food Summit in Sweden. So why, again, coming in, nanoponics versus aqua and hydroponics? How many of you have heard about aqua and hydroponic systems? That's kind of the basis where you take in indoor farming. So you use controlled environmental agriculture systems where you actually can build in any space an indoor farm and production. And I came in contact with this 15 years ago, which is now a system here in Sweden called Pekka's Tomater. They do tomatoes and fish. And it's kind of a lot of challenges, but it's also very beneficial to actually be able to produce food anywhere in any space today. So if you're looking on the opportunities and the differences then, Robert, what's the benefits with nanoponics compared to the traditional systems?
So nanoponics, we step away from traditional soil or water-based solution, and we take the nutrient and transform it into gas form. And by that enabling plants to take both nutrients and vitamins. Yeah.
So, I mean, that's on the system side, but you've all been flying and do you have the gas masks that eventually can come down in an emergency situation? You've all been in that situation. It's the same. You pull down, you have a gas mask, and in that you actually produce gas or steam onto any seeds or any plants, and you can add that with nutrients or vitamins. And that means that you can actually have the next level of biohacking. So when you go to a grocery store, and in the end, what we've been looking at, you can actually order your food to be produced and delivered to your local food store. So basically, what we did here, and as well, come to that, go to that. What we did here as well, because we participated in this challenge that Startnorth and Alto and 5G Möcke put up. How to look what 5G can do for this whole process. So you probably heard the term from food to fork. So what happens from that? Can we use 5G technology and AI from the moment when it grows in any environment until it gets harvested, until it gets distributed and ends up in your store? So with technology today, absolutely that you can do that. So let's go back to that as well then. Talk about the verses here. There's also a big risk of contamination in traditional systems. And how is that with nanoponics, Robert?
Yes, in traditional systems, when you can, the systems can easily be contaminated in hydroponics. And that means that you need to purge the whole system, but also that the plants are wasted and you need to restart. When we're talking nanoponics, contaminations evaporate, so we don't have any contamination risks, or some, but
so Robert, we have 2 minutes, so let's wrap this up then for those 2 minutes for everybody listening. So the reason here, nanoponics to the traditional is that the lighting is the biggest cost for anything. It's 40% of the investments. With these new solutions, we want to talk to you who are interested to get started here in the Nordics. So we really want you here who are now interested in looking into this to build Arctic food labs for this environment, to be connected to Singapore, where it's been in production since 2017. So, you're all welcome to Norrsken in Stockholm, in Sweden. It's an impact hub in Stockholm where we're going to have the launch of this system in January. So talk to Robert or myself. And Mia Sushad, I would just say thank you, Dan, because we're coming in on the time here. And that was to everybody listening as well. We are looking for you who are interested, are having an existing farm. We're going to roll out training for the first cohort for Nordic and Baltics. And it's not just Nordic Baltics. If you are in other markets with California or other well, please get in touch with us. And we're going to have the first education. They're building the next version in Singapore at Changi Airport. It's going to be in the end of April next year, the first training, if you want to be the one who produces the food that we need in the future with help of technology. So with that, final words, Robert, great job. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you.